How you doing, everybody? Mike here at the desk once again, redoing the video blog. Apparently, 11 minutes too long, so let's try to keep it. We'll try to keep it a little more concise. First off, excuse me, can't go any further without wishing my daughter a happy birthday. She's not a little girl anymore. She's a beautiful young lady, and unfortunately for me, she's celebrating her birthday, or celebrated her birthday, I should say, based on the time of day already, and is in bed because she's in Spain. So happy birthday, Shayna. Dad misses you. Love you very much. Quickly, Olympics. Team USA basketball. Had lots of conversations with folks about Team USA playing Tunisia, and Tunisia keeping it close in the first half. USA up by 13 at the break. And, oh, nervous time. No, it's not nervous time. When you think of basketball powers on the planet that could challenge an American Olympic team, Tunisia doesn't come up in the conversation. They played a nice first half. They kept it close. USA wins at 110-63. This was a foregone conclusion that the United States would win. It was even more foregone that they were going to blow them out. That's exactly what happened. Best moment of the night, though, of the game, I should say. After the game, one of the Tunisia players, Sharpie in hand, actually, here's it. Sharpie in hand, takes off his shoe, gives it to Kobe Bryant, and has him sign the toe. Kobe signs it, gives it back to him. Funny, funny stuff. And understandable. I mean, you understand these guys who play around the world and see the NBA. They know Kobe's one of the best players in the game. So, stands to reason. Don't blame the guy at all. Good on Kobe for signing. Michael Phelps, moving on. Most decorated Olympian ever, picks up another medal. He picks up two, actually, on Tuesday. A silver in the 200-meter butterfly, and then a gold in the 4x2 freestyle. And that's 19 medals for him, and it's 15 gold medals in all, with four others, 2 bronze, 2 silver. Most decorated Olympian of all time. It's incredible. And this is a guy who comes into these games saying he didn't train the same way he did before the Beijing Games. And yet he's still among the best in the water. So, I mean, the guy's a freak. And with each passing event, he gets closer and closer to retiring. And he'll retire. He'll go down as the greatest of all time when it comes to Olympians and their accomplishments. So, pretty awesome that we could watch a guy like that, compete in all these games and do so well. Speaking of Olympians that pick up gold, Ricky Barron's part of that 4x2 relay team, won gold, and then hung him up, retired. According to Scott Fowler with the Charlotte Observer, who's over at the games, interviewed Barron's afterwards. He says he's retiring. 24 years old, going out on top. Ricky, Charlotte native, congratulations. Also, congrats to Charlie Huchin from Raleigh, part of that 4x2 team. He swam the prelim event, got the United States in, and they won the prelim. And then after they won the prelim, they went out and just blew away the field in the final. But because he swam the prelim, he gets a medal as well for that. So good on him. USA women's soccer, a 1-0 win over North Korea. They go through pool play unbeaten, so they're in good stead. They're going to the knockout stages as the top seed. Quickly to the Panthers. Tuesday, practice in the morning, full pads in the rain. Got a lot of good work done according to Ron Rivera. Guys will have some time off. They have to be back at Spartanburg 2 in the afternoon on Wednesday to resume training camp, and they'll have a practice on Wednesday night. And Coach Rivera talked about the rain that they worked out in practice before the Jacksonville game. The Jacksonville game was. I hope I never. I was on the field for that game shooting it, and I hope I'm never in those kind of conditions again. It was just awful. But because they had worked out in those kind of conditions before, they were prepared for it. So there's positives and everything. Panthers being a little cautious with Thomas Davis, rightfully so. Didn't want him working out in the wet on Tuesday. They also held him out on Monday after apparently on Sunday he had a little bit of a tweak or some issue while practice was going on. They're being careful with him. Don't want to get this guy in jeopardy when you simply don't have to. All the Super Bowl talk, with Ryan Khalil taking out that ad, and I have no problem with it. It's not my team. I'm not a guy in that locker room. I'm not somebody that has to have a problem with it. But I actually kind of like it. I like the fact that they're putting the onus on them. I always like a team that is overly critical and doesn't mind examining themselves in the mirror to figure out where they can get better. And if putting that kind of pressure on you is going to make you play better and play harder, man, I'm all for it. But the thing is it's not just Khalil saying it. Well, it is Khalil saying it, but everybody's backing him up. And that's a pretty good sign if you're a Panther fan. So, yeah, I'm enjoying that. I think that right now when you look at this Panther team, you've got 90 guys in camp, and you have to look at the fact that, of the 90, 37 are not going to make this roster. And there's going to be a lot of good football players out there once final cuts are made. And there's going to be some tough decisions for these coaches to make to come up with the 53 that go on to the regular season. But this weekend, Saturday, Fan Fest at Bank of America Stadium, free event open to the public at the stadium, which is always a good time. They've got practices the rest of this week before they come come back home, I should say. They'll have Sunday off and then back to work on Monday. So the coach is doing a nice job of spacing things out, giving these guys the right amount of rest and time to kind of exhale, because camp can be a grind. But it's funny that there are no two-a-days. The two-a-days are eliminated, and were eliminated with the new CBA. And in two-a-days, in the old term sense, where you can practice full in pads twice a day, that's been eliminated. And talked to Coach Rivera about that on Saturday. He says he kind of misses that, but he understands why it's gone. And remember, this is a guy that went through two-a-days, and probably some pretty rough two-a-days under Mike Ditka when Ditka was the coach of the Bears. So, he understands, he's seen it, he knows what it's all about, and this is probably better in the long run. And I'm sure players that retired, recently, like in the last 5-10 years, certainly would have loved to have these CBA rules, because their careers might have been extended a couple of years. You just never know. But anyway, so you got that going. I'm trying to think if I've left anything out. Oh, I have. Point and shoot videos. You guys are getting a little slack. Got to get those sent off to us. Shoot them on your phone. Email them to us at sportsnews14.com. And we'll take those once they're emailed. We'll turn them around. We get them on the program. We show your comments and questions each and every night on the Ford Sports Night. So I'm recording this blog on a cell phone. You can do the same with a question. Just tell us your name, where you're from, and then shoot. Let us know what's on your mind. We'll answer it, and we'll get you on the program. It's just that simple. Now, I got a show to do in about 2 hours, which I know you're going to watch. So I will see you on the Ford Sports Night at 10. See ya.